Welcome to Dan's Messy Garage. This is my 67 Falcon. It has a 302 and I'm going to install a Carb Cheater 2.0. It's a good running car as is. In fact, this car is going to be for sale real soon. Let me open the hood. And this is going to be a Carb Cheater review. I installed Carb Cheater 2.0. One of the first things you do with a Carb Cheater is figure out where you're going to put it. And if you look in this engine compartment, it doesn't stick out right away that it's in here. But I mounted the unit itself back on the firewall. That's the little air filter that goes into the unit, and the vacuum lines come out. One runs right to the front of the carburetor. Then the brain box I mounted back here, like on the back side of that shock tower. It's right there. Wiring is real simple and straightforward to hook up. There's wires, green and yellow wire run right to the coil, and the black and red wire runs over straight to the battery. Then you put a big vacuum hose either in the carburetor or in a spacer plate. I chose to use the carburetor because this fitting was already here. You may not get the full advantage using the carburetor, but I didn't have to buy a spacer plate or modify my existing spacer plate. The other hose from the Carb Cheater needs a vacuum source, and I put a T right there in my vacuum source coming out of the intake as the reference for the Carb Cheater's map sensor. When you install a Carb Cheater, you adjust your carburetor first using the EFI gauge to get your idle around 13-ish to 1. And then when you turn it Autotune on, it'll correct it from there. And it especially corrects it when you're driving down the road. Because on this car, I could set it for, 13-ish to 1. And then when I drive down the road, it's richer. It's like 12.5 or so. But when you turn Autotune on, it'll bring it up to 14.5 or in that area. I'm gonna try a morning cold start. Really not cold, it's like 75 degrees. Looks like it's working. The car has got a cracked dash, so it just has a carpet on it. And I didn't mount that display yet. I'm thinking I'm just going to mount it maybe right on the front of this tack face, because the display takes care of the tack and plus adds valuable gauges. So for now, for testing, I got it tucked underneath the carpet, kind of sitting on top of my cell phone here. I'm going to fire it up. Carb Cheater will connect, and it's idling happily right now. A little lean, but it usually does that when I first start it. Now it comes back down. Turn the app on. Turn Autotune off. The AFR is dropping. The vacuum went down a little bit too. Put it in gear. About 600 RPM, 14.3, 12.9. Turn Autotune on. AFR is correcting itself, or AFR dropped. Now it's in park. Autotune on. And put it in gear. In gear, the Autotune came on. Autotune is on, and the AFR is going up. The vacuum increased. Turn Autotune off. AFR gets richer. So yay, things are working. I'm gonna try to go for a little test drive here. Get this app turned on here. I'm hoping that that little display stays there. Okay, Autotune is on. I'm going to turn Autotune off. Autotune is off now. Try to turn it back on. Okay, it's on. I could feel the car run smoother. So it's working. One more try, turn it off. Alright, it's off. It's running richer. Turn it back on. And I can feel it running better. I'm sorry about all the shaky camera work there. I was trying to drive and hold my cell phone camera, and when I was in the car filming, I didn't have a tripod or anything like that to do it. Now Luke mentions that you need to set your carburetor and everything first before you play with the Autotune. And once I got things set and adjusted and went for a ride, it was great. Am I happy with the Carb Cheater? Yes, I am. I'm very happy. You can not only see the improvement on the gauge when you turn Autotune on, but I could feel it. I could feel that the car was just running smoother, and it took less pedal effort on the accelerator to maintain speed. Turn Autotune off, and I could kind of feel the car go back to its usual rich running condition. I think you will be happy with one too if you buy it. So thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Please stay tuned to my channel for future projects, videos, and updates. Bye.